Okay, guys, so this is part 2 of the reading. I just wanted to come and say, because I don't remember saying it in the very first reading, that basically all the energy and the messages that I get, they could actually apply to Sandra as opposed to applying to Miracle. And also, because basically, just so I'm clear, I am reading as if possibly Sandra Bullock is in fact guilty and that Miracle is telling the truth. And the reason I'm choosing to read that way is because to me, it makes sense to why people would probably not believe Miracle, and that would be the reason why it would seem that it would be easy for Sandra Bullock or any other celebrity for that matter to actually get away with something like this. So, hopping into the reading, if this is your first time actually seeing me, I'm going to do a brief summary. So, I was doing a yes or no reading. I asked Spirit basically 2 questions, and this was all telepathically and in my head. So, the first question I asked was, did Sandra Bullock do this? The first card that came out of the deck was this one. When I got that card, I stopped pulling, but I did have a second question, and the second question was answered when I turned over the bottom of the deck. It looked like this. My second question was, is this woman, Miracle Kauser, or whatever her name is she lying? And that's what I got. Now, I am aware that I could still be wrong, but I digress. Here we go. So we got the first card. When I started to clarify even more, the first card was the Oracle. I felt like that could have represented me, but it could also represent Miracle herself, because technically she'd be revealing some things that were technically hidden. I had the Yogi card, the Yogi card, which made me feel like, what energy did I pick up from this last time? Okay, I can't remember. You'll need to go watch the first one. Oh, okay, I just remembered. So it was basically that these things could have been revealed to her through visions, through just some type of spiritual divination or divinatory matter. So through her dreams. She kept saying, I went to go and look at her page, and she definitely kept saying that she received a vision about information in regards to this. So this is probably what's motivating her to come forward now. So this idea of revelation is what I get from Yogi. We also got the entrepreneur card that came out. And so I do feel like, you know, in some way, shape, or form, let's just say that this isn't real for Miracle, and or even if it is, it's a ploy for money. It could potentially be a ploy for money, okay? And for notoriety, okay? But that could be either the negative energy or in the positive. You know, the desire to be an entrepreneur could be good. You know, it's positive. Like, you want to work for yourself. You want to have time with your family or whatever your thing is, and you want to be making money so that you can have the things that not only you need, but that you want. So, you know, it could go either way, light or dark, light or dark. Moving on, we also got the card following entrepreneur. We got the 100K, and we got the sunlight card. So the sunlight tends to deal with fame. It tends to deal with notoriety, being well known, things like that. So attention and things like that. So yes, it's true that this woman could be seeking attention, but the flip could also be true. Sandra Bullock is in the sign of Leo. Venus is in Leo right now, retrograding. So this is part of why I do feel like some of these things could be coming up and being exposed. The sunlight is all about exposure, okay? So I think that it could also apply to the fact that Sandra Bullock is already a celebrity. Sandra Bullock is already well known. Okay, last but not least, the last card that came out before I ended the last reading was the Goddess card. And I definitely got the vibe that this was about the divine feminine. This was about Mother Earth. This was about truth, I feel, being revealed. And it's going to be deeper and more than just this lady who's speaking out. I believe that things like this have been happening all across the world for ages, and because there's nothing new under the sun according to scripture, in my opinion, and I believe that's true. So with that being said, there are more women like her who have had their children stolen and abducted and by famous couples, okay? It just is what it is. So next, that was the last card, but at the bottom of the deck, which I also like to read bottom of the deck energy, I got the Catfish card. And so just like I've been doing in this particular reading and video a little bit more, is reading from both potential sides, somebody could be catfishing here. And catfishing has everything to do with the concept of all not being as it appears, okay? Somebody doesn't really look the way that they are portraying themselves to look. Someone doesn't really have what they're portraying themselves to have. In this case, I feel that someone is presenting something to the public that isn't actually true, and behind closed doors, there's a whole bunch of other shit going on, i.e. Sandra Bullock. But in the reverse, it's very possible that this woman could be the catfisher. She could be posing as the woman who really did lose a child. But guys, with the information that this lady has in the form of what people call receipts, she's got receipts. She's got recipities, guys. And I'm gullible. I'm not gonna lie. This is the reason why spirit definitely has to be with me, because I probably could get played a couple of times. And if some of y'all are honest watching me, you're like me too. So that's neither here nor there. But this woman has paperwork stating that she had not one, but 2 children. She only went home with 1. I will just say this. I recommend you guys going and looking at her story. Go and search Miracle Cowser. See what pops up, okay? There are a lot of people who are on, this is kind of beginning to gain momentum on social media, which I also feel that the catfish as well as the sunlight could very well have that energy is why these 2 cards are showing up from this particular deck, in my opinion, okay? And right underneath that card, I saw the flexor card, and it makes me feel like, yes, this could be another attention seeking energy, but it's also, flexors can also be posers. So somebody in this connection is posing, whether it's the woman Miracle or whether it is Sandra Bullock, okay? But I also get this vibe that if it all is revealed that Miracle is in fact telling the truth, hi baby, and she's not lying, I cannot wait for her to be able to flex, because I think that it is going to be her whole right to do so. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the booklet really quick just to look and see what all these cards mean. Okay, so really quickly, for the catfish card, the understanding of this could deal with usernames. It could deal with dishonesty, catfish, false self-deception, feeling silly, the least person that you would expect, obsession, self-love, bait or acting, mocking, trolling, copycatting, fake account, manipulation, seduction, and adaptability. And that's all in the upright. This card is in the upright. Okay, so this is what the Oracle card can deal with, the message. It can deal with truth, tarot reader, spirituality, dreams, psychic abilities, spirituality, interpretation, tapping into your power, prediction, spirit, seer, gifts, mediums, all that good stuff, okay? Okay, so the yogi deals with peace, peace of mind, spirituality, calmness, focus, alignment, okay? Spiritual practices, reflexes, uniting, detoxing. It can deal with movement and a sense of self. Okay, so the sunlight deals with consciousness. It can deal with stress relief, truth, connecting with source, acceptance, outdoors, nature, purposeful, fun, positivity, clarity. That's the one that I feel that it resonates the most with, okay? Okay, entrepreneur can deal with self-sufficiency, thinking outside of the box. It can deal with independence, self-awareness, self-mastery. So she's able probably to talk about this and even to potentially write a book and all that about it and put it out there, because she's more sure of herself and all that kind of stuff, and she's ready for the world to know. And as I suspected, the goddess deals with the universe, goddess, source, energy, love for all, understanding, success, endings, wholeness, completion, divine achievement, divine being righteous, higher self, cleanliness, angelic, and new beginnings. So I believe in summary that Miss Miracle is telling the truth.